Let's talk about it all.
And we're back. Hey guys, episode 19? 19, yeah, I think this is 19. Let's talk about this Comedy the Podcast. Y'all said consistency, get what y'all get.
Consistency.
Exactly. Come on now.
That's crazy. It's only been 19 episodes, you would think. But this is the most consistent we've been.
You're not factor. We've been doing this for what, 3 years now?
Yeah. And when we started it, 2020 came right around the corner and then it was clipped.
Who was being creative in that time?
Exactly.
Not us?
We did do that one episode though.
Oh yeah, the one on Zoom or whatever the fuck that was.
We said we're gonna get this shit done no matter what.
I think
Brandon was risking his life around that time.
I hope. Okay, first of all, I hope people I hope y'all recognize that. It hasn't been consistent, but we've been giving y'all content, quality content, and this one's no other. You know. Nancy, how you been? What's going on?
I've been good.
How's your day been? What's up?
New year, new me.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Cause it is a new year, y'all. It's a new year. Happy New Year. Who's calling me? Woo.
It's a 1-800 number.
Perfect. Let's move on. Yeah, it's a new fucking year, but nah, we didn't talk about Christmas. We didn't record since then. So how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was pretty good. I got everything I asked for because I really didn't ask for it much.
Cool. It's giving privilege. Hello.
I got the 2 things I wanted, and that was a flat iron, which I used today. Not well, but we're gonna get there.
It look a little flat iron. Look a little flat iron. Hello, Len.
I'm gonna redo it, and then I got I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's called Bays or Bees. It's this a luggage brand, and they have this one carry-all thing that I was just like.
Carry on or
I'm not paying for baggage.
What's a carry on? You mean?
Yeah, like a carry on, but it's like a bag you carry on your.
You said carry all. I was like, what the fuck is a carry all?
Yeah, it's a carry all. You
can carry everything in it.
You can put your shoes on the bottom of it and then put all your little outfits.
Oh, that's
girls'
cool.
outfits are thin
tiny
material.
And you about to fly out soon, so.
I hope so.
It's like.
By the grace of God.
Jesus.
Okay.
Or whoever you praise.
Bitch, the way I've been developing a fear for everything, it's just something else.
Wait, still you think?
I just have anxiety.
I thought we were overcoming some of that, nah?
And I hate heights. I hate heights.
So how you know where you been high that you hate heights?
Bro,
you go to amusement parks, don't go on the rides. How you know you hate heights?
Wouldn't that explain that I'm not?
But then true. Where'd it come from though? Where you got the fear from?
I don't know.
See, that's the shit that be bugging me. Where it's all the shit I'm scared. Actually, now I can't even say that because some shit I'm scared I've never seen in my life.
You what?
I've never seen a fucking. But I have seen a snake. But I like a big snake. To be like, oh my god, I'm scared of big snakes. I never found a fucking big snake.
You know what's crazy? I think I'm less scared of a snake than I am of heights. If I see a snake, I know I can,
I'm less afraid of snakes than I am of small things that move fast.
Like rats?
Just small things, like rodents, fucking insects. They move fast, I'm out of there. I gotta go. I'm out. Guess what? If you're looking for help, not me. I'm out.
I don't be I remember when I was a little kid, I wasn't that pressed for little, because we used to live in a basement apartment. I remember we used to get little mice all the time.
You were like, oh my god, let's
not rats, but little mice. They'd be
field mice, you mean?
Thick little mices, and they were so cute.
Mices? Not mices, please.
You just run past my mother.
Yo.
Keep watching my little Cartoon Network.
I feel you.
That's
He not bothering
you.
You ain't bothering them. Feel me? And they're more afraid of you than you are of them, I heard.
Yeah.
I'm having a fucking rodent infestation in my store right now.
That's insane. I want to be.
It's bad business. No, literally, we did inventory yesterday, so we were there past over hours, past the closing time. And these niggas was like, yo, y'all niggas still here? They was deep. I was like, whoa, I'm supposed to be leaving. We leaving.
Not the rats pulling up 30 deep.
Now facts wait, y'all still. Yeah, it's bad business, but
you're not supposed to be here.
Yo, shout out to all the rodents. I remember I saw something on Twitter. They was paying mad money for niggas to go kill rats. Was that real?
No, I think that was a lie.
Because I promise you this, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy for it. I don't care how much you paying.
This isn't similar, but kind of my building got new management, so they're talking about if you don't get fumigation in your apartment, it affects others' apartments.
That's true.
You might not even be dirty, but people above you might be blah blah. And they're saying you need to open the door up for the fumigator. Every month I get one knock on the door from this strange man, and I absolutely do not open the door.
So you said fuck your neighbors, fuck everybody else.
Absolutely not. That shit scares the fuck out of me.
It scares to have somebody go fumigate your apartment.
Bro, I don't know if these men are telling the truth about who they are and stuff. Then,
but your building done told you they coming once a month.
Then she gonna say, oh, they're only coming at night.
Huh? It's giving a brothel.
Absolutely not. I'm not opening the door unless she's like, I was like, a lot of people live by, like alone. Like,
yeah.
How do I know who the fuck I'm opening the door for? She's like, oh, we're gonna send you an email with like the company name and like what they'll be.
Oh, so you can check the ID
stuff.
and shit like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But you're like, nah, you're not.
I'm just still like, ugh. Because one time they sent me a plumber and that man came at 9 p.m. at night and I had to pretend that I was on the phone with you actually.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was just like, the fuck? And then like I was talking to my mom on the phone. This motherfucker got into the conversation, started like answering from the bathroom.
Yeah,
He's like, if you don't get the fuck out of here. He looked like the mucus monster from the fucking Mucinex commercials.
I feel you. It's tough because some niggas are fucking weird. So like, y'all gotta like always be on guard and shit.
Yeah.
But much sucks for him just trying to do his job and you over there in the corner like this.
Because he looks like the Mucinex commercial.
Oh, so he ugly. So if you got an ugly plumber, he can't come in.
That's what you say. No, if he was hot. Hello.
I got another pipe you can clean.
Oh Lord.
That's not what you're gonna say.
I got another pipe you can clean.
Yeah. Why you
How was your Christmas, by the way?
Oh, my Christmas was chill. How we talking about cleaning pipes? Now I was at my aunt's crib, so we all like all my cousins and shit came over there. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was about to say something that's gonna make me sad.
What?
No, nothing. So like, no, we all got together. We wore our pajamas, spent the night there, played some games. I lost in Taboo, but it's not my fault though. It wasn't my fault. My cousin who came here and showed out was not showing out over there. She was cheating and shit. She was doing a lot, but she was better on the defense than the offense in the game. But I was holding shit down. I was team captain. You know how I give it up for me. But I couldn't get the job.
I played Taboo with Ash and I got the job done. Now you see, like, now we know
what's
who
that
the
supposed to
strongest
mean?
link is.
First of all, because that's not true. That's not true because you had other people on your team that was really good at Taboo.
Not who?
I be having scrubs and I still win. I be having scrubs.
You didn't win that time.
What time?
That time at your family.
I got sabotaged. What I'm saying. I got sabotaged, and then we went into OT because we tied, right? And I was like, yo, I could go twice, but to be fair, I'm gonna go once. And I'm not gonna say no names, but somebody won second and sold us. She did. Like I'm not gonna hold you. I was so tight, but I couldn't show it because it's a fucking game. I had to walk away.
Yeah, I be taking games so seriously. I was screaming in that bitch every time.
For real.
That's why people don't like playing Monopoly with me too much. But
they don't like playing Monopoly because you be flipping the board, the game.
I be black.
Yo, you remember? No, that's not. That wasn't last year, but you remember those times when like you?
I hated losing.
What?
Because I just didn't understand how people were just getting one up on me like that.
It's a game.
It's just really pissed me off.
I can't hold you, but then it puts shit in perspective. Where like how people be playing like games and shit, throwing and controlling shit. I never got to that level. I would just be like.
You see how I am with spades? Cursing people out.
The bad thing is like sometimes you're actually good in spades. Other times, not so much. And you always want to be the god partner. Like be somebody else's partner.
I'm just not a good player. I'm not just. I'm just.
I'm
not a good loser. I'm a sore loser.
Nah, same. And I'm gonna talk shit. So like, if I lose, then don't talk shit to me. Nah, I want to fight.
Yeah, I'm an awful partner to have. I'll start calling you a bitch. Bitch man.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
It's bad for you.
Loser.
That's why nobody want to partner with us. And then once they put us together, it's bad. It's bad for everybody.
Because then we're taunting the people that are playing against us.
Yo, winning or losing, we talking
like bitches.
We talking mad shit, yo. But not Christmas. Yo, honestly, shout out to us.
Hilarious.
But Christmas was cool. New Year's also happened. When the fuck did we record last? That was like 2 weeks ago. I feel like we just recorded.
No.
It was a little while.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Oh well, shit. How was New Year's?
My fault, though.
That's not necessary. How was New Year's?
New Year's was good. We were at the same party. We pulled up. It was a chill New Year's. It was like, okay, ask a question. Are you for or against going out for New Year's? Because now I'm like...
I'll keep it such a stack. This New Year's, I was like, yo, I want to go to a party. I just don't want to have to pay for it. And y'all be wilding with them prices for them parties. Like, I get it. It's New Year's. It's a popping day. But I'm not paying mad money to go stand up and like. What are you talking about?
Personally, like I'll pay money if it's like if it's worth it. I remember one New Year I went out. It was like the first year that I had moved out of my parents.
Yeah.
We went to this New Year's party and they had thrown it, and it was like it was in this like empty space.
Shit.
No, it was in this empty space above the Starbucks that's on Flushing. I don't know if you ever seen that. It's like Starbucks and a Chipotle.
That's a weird combination.
Anyways,
Starbucks.
I don't want to say who threw it, but they were scamming.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. We ain't got to have to add that, but shout out to scammers.
The flyer was like $30. Open bar all night.
Ooh, that's
I was like, too good to be true. There's no way.
Went anyway.
But we got dressed up. We went. Little appetizers. They had a cater. They had not like cater waiters and stuff. Like you know what I mean?
Come around with the joint like, yo, you want a rice cake?
When I tell you open bar all night, I was a drunk.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. Shit like
that's
that.
Fire though.
I think at this point in
we
my
gotta
life,
go to those scammers parties.
I would pay like $150 or something like that. Like $100.
Yo, I can't. All right, 100. Yo, 100's a stretch for me. Like I'm.
But like, let's say we go to a bar, right? No cover. We stay there from like
we gonna spend
before 12
to
like 3 in the morning. We're gonna spend that much anyways. You might as well get.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I feel like the reason why I want to go to a party, I feel like I want to like. I think a lot more things happen. Like it's just more fun. Maybe like you actually see the countdown, be like more into it. Cause we missed the fucking 12 o'clock strike this year.
I think
it was 12.
I think when that happened, it like
we talked about it. Oh yeah, before 12, and then it was 12:07. No champagne. No, we was like, oh shit. Oh, I mean, Happy New Year.
Yeah, I wasn't doing champagne because I knew exactly. Like it's just a common denominator for me blacking out every.
You know, I'm a champagne. Hello.
So the past 2 years like have been embarrassing.
The past 2 years, what? Lee and G.
Last year.
Okay.
I blacked out.
Okay.
The year before, I blacked out.
Oh, I thought you were saying you didn't. All right, I'm rocking with you. I remember
especially that one where I blacked out like at 12:01.
And you was doing more than.
Boy, what a sleep.
Not too much on you.
I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, like this one, I was completely sentient for.
How did that feel? All right, how did that feel about being like aware of everything and like, oh, okay, look at this nigga do. Oh, look at this person doing it.
I think because it was so like hesitant to like black out. Like I did not want to do that. Like I kind of almost threw in my own fine.
But you also felt like vodka did you good this time.
I fucking love vodka's my guy. You know what I mean? Like didn't black out. Next day, fresh as a spring chicken.
For real?
Yes, I got up out that bed and I was just like, yeah, wonderful. Let's take the day.
I'm not gonna hold you. Next day I was cool. What was the day after that? What day was that?
Sunday.
Sunday was the next day? I was chill.
You were sleeping.
I wasn't chilling Sunday. But yeah, one of us did black out on Saturday. But it was one of those good blackouts. Cause I have some bad blackout stories, which I don't want to. Oh, we can get into. I think that happened last year. That was in 2022.
What happened last year?
We'll get into it. But you know, Brandon. One thing about me, I'm gonna get lit. All right. And this was no different. I think I had a really good time. It was cool. I was expecting the worst. I was going into it like, this shit ain't about to be no fun. This about to be bullshit. And then one thing about me, put me around some beautiful women, and I might find a way to have a good time. And that's what I did. I was having an enjoyable time. I was friendly. I was doing my social thing, but not too much. Remember, I was like, yo, how should I give it up? I was sitting there chilling till I blacked out, and I wasn't. But you know, it's fine. And shout out to everybody involved. I made
this year. You're talking about last year. This year.
Made a new friend. Shout out to them. Everything was cool, you know. Everything was cool this year, and can't wait for next year, huh?
Yeah. Let's see what happens next year. I feel like next year
we could be outside. Let's be outside.
Something else. Nice little outfit. I could possibly try this year coming up because every year I'm like, you know what, I gotta get my outfit. Absolutely get it on. But I'm glad I didn't get an outfit for this.
But you did look nice this year though. You had a nice outfit.
Thanks.
What do you think? Like when do you think the time's gonna come where we're gonna be like New Year's? All right, whatever. We're not gonna care. Type shit.
I don't know.
But when are you gonna get there? Because I already don't care.
I think as time progresses, like we'll eventually like turn into different people. So like
or we'll have kids.
We'll have kids and shit, and then it'll be a whole other thing. But the way that it's so funny, because like me in my head, I'm like, ooh, when I have kids, and I'm gonna do their little party, put them to sleep. Then like, you know, like keep it going like with my husband or whatever, my family, my friends.
Yeah.
But I just think it's so funny how like my entire life growing up, like New Year's, like there was no like, oh, kids go to sleep, blah blah. Like you can stay up as long as you fucking wanted to.
We here. It's a party
and
time.
my parents did not give a fuck about my sleep whatsoever. Especially once I started working, because I would always take the New Year's Day shifts because not that I hated New Year's, but New Year's was just always.
New Year's Eve?
I wasn't allowed out like my friends were because my parents were like super strict, and then I would be forced to stay and like just be awake until they stop partying. And my parents, I don't know
stop partying. They don't
what Dominican older people have in their stamina tanks. My parents do not stop partying on New Year's until 6.
That's not just a Dominican thing. I think all y'all were just like that. All y'all just had mad energy.
Bro, I remember one year we went to the Bronx. We didn't stop until they didn't stop till 7 a.m. because I was asleep.
7 a.m. was a stretch.
And then immediately at 7 a.m. they told me, get up, we gotta go.
But I will say, and no offense to anybody who was there that night, but I remember I was present for one of your family's rendezvous, right? And it was, you know, people of a certain age there. And I put this on everything. I was dancing and shit, but I got tired. I'm gonna sit down. They were chilling. Like, all of them were chilling.
Hours.
But shout out to the family. Yo, invite me. I'm ready to turn up again.
What was I gonna say? I remember my mom's best friend turned 50. And my mom went to, like, my mom was at this party just turning up.
For real.
And I just think it's so funny how everybody just accepts my mom. Like, and you can tell it's like one of the reasons my dad loves her so much because he was just sitting behind me like,
look at her go.
Look at her, just beautiful. I love them so much, and like everybody just stayed partying until 2 a.m. And I'm pretty sure like if you had kept that hall open for another 2, my mom would have been stepping. That lady sang that night. She was dancing with everybody up and down the little walkway. People are just looking at her like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm just there like, yeah, it's my mom.
I'm about to throw us somewhere else. Because you mentioned something about it was like cool to see like everybody just accepts your mom. Do you feel like you're in a space now where your friends accept you for like just being Leandry?
Well, I think if anything, I have a problem more accepting myself than my friends do. I think my friends are all like, yeah, whatever, it's like.
For real?
Yeah, I don't think any of you guys are. Which I think is so funny because that also brings me back to my mom. Like, my mom's perception of me and like you guys' perception of me are completely different.
Yeah.
So my mom thinks I'm like quiet and like shy and like.
Where the fuck would she get that from? Even when you talk to her, you loud as fuck doing all.
But she thinks I'm very rude.
You are.
But like I'm kind of ruder to like. Because honestly, growing up, like I didn't have like here.
Not you trying to validate. No, you shouldn't be rude to that.
In New York, like I didn't have anybody that was my age, like to hang out with.
Okay. So you should be more respectful.
So imagine you go into a family party and everybody's like fucking 50, and like the people closest to you in age are like fucking 5 years old.
I'm turning up. I was
literally by myself.
I'm a mingle with the 40-year-old.
So it was like hard for me to like deal with that, but. Yeah, they all have this perception of me being quiet, blah, blah. I think as I've gotten older, though, like, I've been more outspoken and stuff. Yeah. Like, I make jokes and shit with my family now. Like,
oh, but you thought it was a thing where it's like, I'm just gonna, like, stay in my place type shit.
But, like now, with my mom, like, I'll dance with her and, like, I'll talk to her friends, make jokes with her friends.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I didn't feel that at all. I feel like everybody was kicking. Like, everybody was just cool type shit. I fuck with shit like that.
And I think it's, like, my family from DR is, like, my aunt's here, my uncle's here. And it's fun like doing jokes with my aunt. Like I'm like immediately like comfortable around her and stuff. But yeah, I think the way you guys see me is so funny and like completely different than what my parents.
I'll keep it a stack. Like kind of similar. Like recently, I think my family is viewing me more of like who like my actual self. Because like when I was younger and shit, I just be like they're like, oh, why am I here type shit for me. So they didn't really get a grasp of who the fuck Brandon was. But now like. I be drinking with them and shit. Like I be talking shit to my family. Like, like we evolved now. Like, it started with my mother. Like me and my mom, like obviously have a great relationship and shit. But like, as I grew, she kind of understood like the man I was growing into.
Oh yeah. And
that was cool. And now like when I go to family shit, it's mad funny. Like I remember being younger and like the younger people would have to be in like their own section. I didn't care about the stories that the old people was talking about. Now. I want to hear all them stories. Like I'm at the table, like yo, and I thought about that shit this year. I was like, oh shit, like I'm like at the like with the fucking grown folks now. Like I got stories to add to this type shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool too. Like I don't know. I thought that was cool.
That is cool.
I don't know.
I think it's cool that you can. I feel like it's different too because you can speak to your family in English, and like you guys speak the same language. Like it's. I'm not saying I don't speak Spanish.
I'm about to say.
But I feel like I'm not as fluent in Spanish and like can say like articulate my thoughts and stuff as well as I could. But I try my hardest, and I feel like as I've gotten older, I feel like I appreciate my parents a 1,000 times more. Like
Yo,
just
that
like
shit is
who they
so
are.
crazy. Question for you.
Yeah.
Did you have all right, so I'm gonna talk about me first. I remember when I was in high school, I think. I didn't care about shit. Don't talk to me about nothing. Like I don't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to be around nobody. I didn't want to talk to the family. I was good. Like I'm secluded. Leave me alone. Fuck it. I was damn near emo and all type shit. Mm-hmm. But like I'm nothing like that. Do you have a moment where like you kind of like push back to like the family shit or not really?
What do you mean push back?
Like shying away from like certain things, or like not wanting to be a part of certain things.
Like once like my parents kind of like, cause my parents are really strict, but like there once I was able to just stay the fuck home.
Yeah.
All I did was stay the fuck home. Nobody could force me to go anywhere. Like if my mom was going to my grandma's house, which they did every weekend, I'm like, how are you guys not tired of this shit?
Yeah, you're like, I'm not about to eat.
I'm not going. So I would just stay home. And then when I stayed home, like I'd do things by myself. Like I'll go outside, buy myself something, or go to the beach, walk around, stuff like that. And
yeah, that's a cheat code because you live by the beach, so that was like that's fire too.
Like after a certain point, you know when your parents are coming and going, so you bring people over and like all this other stuff. Like that's just what it was. But yeah, I definitely was very disconnected and like even with family events, like I know I was forced to go to the family events, like the big ones. But I'd go to the I'd go to the bedroom and just like be on my phone the whole time. But now when I go over at my grandma's house, I'm in the living room the entire time talking to my aunt, talking to my mom.
I think that's so crazy, but I feel like we all go through that. We're like at some point we think we too cool for shit, or we think like I'm not kicking with these old ass niggas, blah blah. And then like it's so fast where we realize like nah, this is fire.
You know what I was thinking about though too?
What?
Like. No, you're saying like we all go through that, but like, like we'll eventually have to deal with that with our kids, and it's gonna sound like no matter of explaining, we'll like make it any.
Yo, and that's the thing. Like even that, I remember conversations I had with Pablo, my old manager, where he would be like, "Yo, don't do this, cause this and this gonna happen. Don't do that." And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, okay. And then it happens. I'm like, yo, I should listen to him. I feel like I'm gonna get so annoyed when I'm telling my kids what's gonna happen, and these dumbass motherfuckers are gonna do it anyway.
They're just gonna do
it.
But it's also like the whole learning process. Like
they have to go through it.
And then it's not even like a learning process because you have to go through that mistake so many times until you finally like your frontal lobe is developed enough that you're like, oh, I learned this lesson. Yeah. Like like let's say for example, like my parents, like I remember once like getting really frustrated. You probably never had to go through this, but like. You know when you have to translate documents for your parents and you're not a fucking lawyer, it's like really hard. Like these like formal documents that I don't know the certain words how to say them in Spanish. So they're looking to
you to like be able to explain it. You can't.
And like the things that used to frustrate me before, like now I'm just like I'm more open to them. Yes,
more
they still
patient.
frustrate
Look at
me,
you, huh?
But like even the thing, like people are like, oh, like older daughters are always in charge of like taking care of their parents and stuff. But I fucking absolutely adore my parents. I'm all for, taking care of them. Like in my ideal world, like I have a husband, kids, yes, but I now have a 3-floor house where I have an apartment for my parents.
Lost me quick.
Or if I could facilitate that my mom lives like down the block or something.
Yeah, my mother could live across the street down the block.
That'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful. Like I'd just be like,
you gotta buy the block, man. You gotta buy the block.
Yeah, take my little kids over to their grandma's house.
Yeah. See, I want to experience. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, we about to get a little deep, y'all. I've been thinking about that a lot, especially because of the time of year. My birthday is coming up this weekend. Hello, oh my God, you feel me? But like I was thinking about, why you gotta know my age? It's crazy.
Sorry.
2-1. Nah, I was thinking about that shit. I'm like, yo, we about to go into mad conversation. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I was thinking about like, damn, like I need to bring a child into this world before my mother gets too old to be able to like
take care of.
But then also like the space where I'm at right now, I don't even think I have like a prospect to be like that person. And I think that's what's fucking with me, where it's like I could give a fuck about how old I'm getting.
You're like,
but it's like
you don't have like at least even 2 years. But I have the same.
I don't have like a girl where it's like, yo, if this is happening, this is what I'm trying to do. Because I feel like I don't, and I've also just gathered I have no idea what I want in like a relationship. I have no idea, and I think. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm in a stream of consciousness right now, guys.
Go ahead.
Bear with me. But yeah, like I don't know what I want, and I feel like I need to stop dating because I feel like I'm just wasting my time and wasting other people's time. Because I think I'm the type of person where I get into something, I'm like, oh, no, this is cool. I'm fucking with this. But like, is it cool because I'm trying to do this? Or is it just cool? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know how to differentiate that right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just need to take a step back and figure out what exactly Brandon wants. And then apply that and like put that at the forefront to like, for that aspect. Because it's like a lot of things happening at once. So I'm like, damn, I'm getting older. I want to have a child. It's like, fuck, I don't want to have a child just to have a child. I want to be with somebody. I'm like, shit, who the fuck I want to be with? It's just mad shit happening at once.
Yeah.
And I feel like I haven't been able to verbalize that until right now.
I love that.
With all of you.
What was I going to say? I feel like I have the same kind of like, I feel like I'm going through something similar.
Yeah.
But you know, like I say that shit all the time. Like personally, like to have a child as a woman, giving birth and stuff like that, like there's a thing with me now where it's just like there's other ways I could have a child. Yeah. And if I do have a child, I'm like with my own body. If I find a partner, because honestly with me it's just like if I find a partner, I need them to be like 100%.
You don't be giving niggas chances.
That's what I'm saying. I need to be like 100% supported to even feel comfortable going through that, you know, attaching myself to a human being through another human being for so long. I also don't want to traumatize my child. I grew up with both of my parents in the household, so I wouldn't even know like what kind of, situation that would look like.
That's interesting too. I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, but it just sucks because like how you're saying, like I do want to have a child. I think my mom deserves to be a grandmother. I think she'd be a wonderful fucking grandmother. Like I literally like have burst into tears before just thinking about how like she deserves to be a grandmother. Yeah. And I feel like me personally, like I'm in no rush. Like no amount of like I feel like maybe like a couple of years ago I'd be like, oh my god, I'm getting older, I need this. But I feel like no amount of rushing me right now even exists. The only person I feel like I have a time limit for, and not even a time limit, it's just like I want to make her grandmother while she's able to like throw the kid in the air and like do all this other stuff. Like I want her to be the grandmother that I've had in my grandmothers. You know what I mean? Because my mom will be a wonderful grandmother. She's a grandmother to kids that aren't even fucking related to her. They fucking absolutely adore her. So like I just like really want that for her. But yeah, like you're saying, like I haven't even started like dating somebody. And like putting in, like how you say, like putting in the effort. And me personally, like I have no patience for dating. Like I get frustrated really quickly. I get like over shit really quickly.
Apparently niggas be on bullshit.
Ooh.
Niggas be on bullshit.
Oh my god, men are just the worst.
All right, not too much on men. Not too much.
I'm sorry. Like I'm
say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say. Fuck it. Say what you gotta say.
Like you're one of the only men I tolerate.
Not tolerate. That's crazy.
Wise, men just say so much stupidity. Like,
for real.
I'm just like, I don't even want to use this. I'm just
this
like,
must be a good conversation.
Fucking for real right now. Like, what are you even talking about? And I feel like after a certain age, I feel like, you know what I think the difference is? Like, I feel like after a certain age, women are like, all right, it's time for me to do this, this, and this.
Like, let's do this with intention type shit.
Whereas men are just like,
we just fine.
You know why? Because men can like, you could be fucking 40 years old and scoop you up a fucking 22-year-old and have a kid with her, and you'll be fine. Women have like a certain amount of time before they're like too old.
That's fair though. That's fair, and I feel like, I get what you're saying. I think even me right now is saying like I don't know what I want and shit. Yeah. I would be the type of person that's involved in something and it's like, okay, what is this nigga trying to do? He's
you also just have more time. You not more time, but you have less of a risk factor.
But what I will say though is that the point I'm trying to make is like I want to do things with more intention. So I need to know what I want. So it's like, okay, now I'm gonna actively look for these things, and if I don't get it, cool, I'm gonna move on, and I'm not gonna like stick here and see if we could get, because like, for me, there's no point in doing that shit. Well, hey, sorry we got there.
It's not even,
I was about to bring us deeper.
No, I was about to.
Let's go then. Let's go.
Let's say, for example, you know how you're saying like you need to do things with intention.
Yeah.
I think because I haven't dated in a long time, I'm just like I kind of want to just date for a bit. You know?
Yeah, but I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
But I'm just, I say this and then like when I get out there, I'm just like, please shut the fuck up.
But no, but that's the thing. Honestly, that shit is such a fucking like, not a mind fuck, but like a give and take where like, you not go get nowhere unless you like give a little bit type shit. So it's like, there's been times I'll be having conversations and I'm like, oh shit, I fuck with that. Oh, okay. But off rip, I'm like, I'm not about to sit through this. Oh my God, no offense if anyone's seeing this. I'm not putting names to none of this. But yeah, I just feel like, I think that would be cool, like for you to just at least get in the habit of doing it as well. So be like, okay, this happened. I ain't like how this conversation went, so let me not do that type of conversation next time type shit.
Like,
I think that'd be cool.
I don't know. And then also just, like, I need to be able to get along with a person. Because I feel like I know a lot of people that, like, date. And it's not even like they like their significant other as a person. They're just dating them. So it's just not, you can't even chill here and, like, blah, blah. You're, like, dating someone because you're just dating them. Yeah. Like, a lot of people don't like each other. And I just, like,
a lot of people don't know each other.
Yeah, like, I feel like I need to find somebody that I can actually fucking get along with and then see what the fuck is going on after that. And then even then, I'm like, what if we have sex and it sucks? And then I was just like, okay, well, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Like, everything is just, there's so many factors. That's why I'm just like, why not just get a sperm donor? Why not just nip everything in the bud? Because me personally, like, I really, like, but then that's the case. Like, I feel like I think of my friends and I'm just like, you know, as long as I can talk to my friends every day and like all this other shit, like I'll be fine. Like I can raise a kid and stuff. But then my friends are gonna get busy. They're all gonna get like, you know, significant others, and my friends are different from me. Like I feel like I put friendship a lot in the forefront, which is an Aquarius thing. But a lot of my friends don't. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be this. Like it's not gonna be the same.
But I also feel like some of your friends are in relationships and they
still have time for me. Yeah. Like
I think the time might look different, but it's still there type shit.
Like, you know what? Like one of my like biggest like fears are, and it's probably gonna happen to me just because it's like so.
And you about to put in the
absolutely
universe.
Not, please, the universe. But like I don't want a daughter. This sounds crazy. That's like boy crazy. Like not boy crazy in like a hoey way. You can do whatever the fuck you want with your body, my love. But like just like men are like the forefront of her thought process. Like I literally like the advice that I would give my daughter, which like I wish was advice I took when I was younger, was just like find you a friend that like doesn't even like find you a friend that's just like the last thing that they're thinking about is like a relationship. Like yeah, sure, a relationship is cool, whatever. Yeah. But they're like not really pressed for it, and then just hit the fucking road. Oh. Just start going places together and like enjoying life and like seeing things that you've never seen before, experiencing people in other sides of the country, like just like be worldly, see what you want to see what's out there, figure out what's good for you, and then you know making a concise.
But that's
decision.
easy to say because some people don't have that option to be seeing the world.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With me personally, like, I want to be able to give my kids that option.
I feel that, and I feel the same. Like you said something earlier about like you having both parents. Like you were like, oh, this is what you're used to. You don't know how to do anything else. Yeah. I can't relate to that, but something I've like always been standing on since I was younger. Cause you know I wanted mad kids, right?
Oh my gosh.
But realistically, niggas can't afford that. I wanted to have like Nick Cannon type babies type shit, like 11 kids.
Yeah, when I first met Brandon, he said he wanted 8 kids.
That number got crazy.
But it's crazy because I wanted 4, and that number is also insane to me.
Like, I think now
2 at most.
But yeah, I feel like I want to give my child that type of like that I didn't get the chance to see type shit. Like, I want to. That's why I take that shit so serious. Cause I'm not gonna hold you. Niggas could have had it maybe mad times if I needed to. But I want to be with somebody that like we gonna do this together.
Yeah.
We gonna raise this kid together.
Yeah.
We
Same
gonna,
values.
Yeah, type shit. And then like, also like, I don't wanna. There's just so much shit that could go left, and babies be changing shit. I wanna have that foundation that like when a baby comes into it, it just fits into our little mold, and then we raise this little nigga together.
You know what I have seen, like and then I don't want to bring TikTok into it. I know how.
Of course you are. Come on now, I'm about to
but
pull
like,
up while you
I have
talk.
seen like.
It's a wine night, y'all.
Like certain couples, and like you can tell that like when women are frustrated, it's like when the guy's like not as proactive. Because it's one thing if you help, but it's another thing if you're proactive. Like, let's say we wake up in the morning, you get out immediately, you know, like you don't wait for me to be like, oh, please, can you go get the baby? I got it.
Or
last.
shit, yeah, like shit like that, where it's
time.
like, yo, go change him, and you like, yo, you
yeah, like you want a partner
shit.
that's like, okay, considerate, like
Weighing
thinking about other people. Like you wake up, like let's say you got the diapers yesterday. I noticed that, so I'm like, all right, let him sleep in a bit. I'll get the baby this time.
Yeah.
You know, while I'm getting the baby, maybe we have another child. You wake up, you're like, oh, let me wake up the other.
But
baby.
that goes into you being a team off rip.
Yeah.
And I feel like what you said, why niggas don't even like these people they dating. Niggas ain't a team. Like niggas ain't trying to work together to do nothing.
Yeah, like I think it's very much like I like when, you know, and I think people do this more now. Like I remember I thought it was like only like reserved for like gay people, queer people, where they said like, oh, my partner. But like that should really be it, like your partner, partner in life.
Need some type shit.
Because the thing is, it's like even with the kid stuff, like household stuff, like I just genuinely want to feel like I have someone that has my back at all times, like that I can just count on. Like I know at the end of the day, if I drop the ball, the other person has it.
Question.
Yeah.
How you feel about marriage right now in your adult life?
Like, what do you mean? Like, do I feel like marriage is
you feel like all right, so we talking about these
stuff?
kids and shit, like you trying to be married and do all this, or you just like, yo, like what's the thought process about the whole situation?
I think with marriage it's tricky, just because marriage brings certain benefits that you can't get like
without it.
Mm-hmm. Like I need, like if something happens to my like the person I'm with, like I want to be able to be by their bedside regardless of a kid or not. Like I need, you know, I'm taking care of you, like I'm the person that's with you right now. There's certain things like life insurance. Something happens to me, I need to be able to transfer that shit to you. Whatever.
So then it's important. It's at the forefront.
It's definitely important.
That's a part of the plan.
If you think about it, if you think about it in that sense.
What do you? Because
I feel like once you're like with like once you've created something with someone else, like certain logistics come into play. Like you need to make sure things are handled.
In case of like certain things.
Certain emergencies. That shit is just a thing. Like there's so many different aspects of things. Like when you have a kid, you have to think about like trust funds, like certain things you need to put into place. Like whether like let's say like I said, like I want to create certain situations for my kid, my child, like my daughter, my son, whatever. Have that trust fund in place. They can access it when they're fucking 18. They can go ahead and do whatever the fuck they want, gap year, whatever. Yeah. Whatever they want to do. I want to be able to raise my kids in ways like, what was it today? I saw this girl and she was like that. Growing up, she didn't really feel comfortable wearing girl clothes. So she would always want to wear boy clothes, like she was into boy activities, blah, blah, blah. But her parents gave her the freedom to explore that. Like she literally looked like a little boy when she was younger. But eventually when she was a teenager, she was like, you know, I want to explore my girly side. And she started dressing different and all this other stuff. But she's like, you know, I'm thankful for my parents that they gave me the space to figure myself out.
You know what that is? And I think we're finally getting out of that as like a our generation.
Yeah.
People were so afraid that they child is gay or lesbian or you gonna be a hoe, that they wanted to like dress them how they wanted them to look or type shit. Like, you know, like when the white parents be like letting their kids dress themselves and they be wearing random shit and everybody like, what the fuck, why you let?
But it's like,
but sometimes you gotta like, yo, let them decide, let them figure out what they want to do. And I feel like we're growing out of that space where people are so afraid to like be judged based off of certain things. Because I thought it was weird when like, you know, like Instagram used to have this thing. I don't know if it's still a thing, but like parents be trusting their kids like rappers and shit and like not letting them just be fucking kids. Like shit like that is so weird to me. But I also feel like I'm all over the place right now. It's the wine. But I also feel like it's tough thinking about raising a child because so many things can cause trauma.
Yes.
And like, it don't matter. You could be like, yo, I'm not gonna hit my child. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. But something you might do
you might
can now.
I feel like certain things that we grew up with, especially in Caribbean households, it's like internalized almost. So it's just like, let's say for example.
You think so?
Let's say for example things that like our parents used to get tired of us about. Let's say your dad sent you to, or your parents sent you to school. You're like 7.
Yeah.
Right. Dress really nice for the day.
Yeah. You come back.
Your mom does your hair. You have a nice little dress.
You come back. You look at my. This is right up your alley, huh?
You come back a mess. Like I've always been a clumsy bitch. I've always dropped shit on myself.
Facts. Broken a lot of things in people's apartments.
And I've gotten in trouble for that. But I just feel like, why would you get in trouble? If you
hold on then. So wait, what are you saying? Are you saying like because you went through that, you're not gonna do that, or you think it's like embedded?
No, I'm not saying I feel like it's one of those things where it's gonna have to it's gonna be a conscious effort on your part.
Okay.
Like you have to be like.
See, I feel different though.
You think it's just gonna come naturally?
No, I feel like intentionally, like a lot of shit that I went through growing up, I've been like, yo, I'm never letting my kids go through this. I'm never letting this happen. So I feel like things that I know how I was raised, I already know I'm not doing this type shit. I don't think it's a thing where like.
But I think it's one thing to say, but then it's like one thing to experience it and like actually be in the situation. I feel like you can't really say to yourself, like I'm never gonna do this, because then push comes to shove, that baby's here, that child's here, and you're just like you don't even know how you.
I think that's true for like certain like extreme type shit, but I think like, in my case, I might be exposing too much right here, but I know like with my mother's case, with my grandmother, God rest her death. My mom was raised a certain way, and she was like, yo, she's like, yo, my kid, I'm gonna make sure I do this and this for my kids, right? And she did. I think, in my case, I also, I think what you're saying, to make it make sense for me, is like it might not look exactly the same, but I think there was also things that my mother was like shunning from what her mother did, but ain't no better, so she did it too. So then I was like, I saw this thing, I'm not gonna do something, I'm not gonna do that. But maybe there's things that I'm just gonna do because I think that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what you mean?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not gonna.
I think it's just like, you never understand how you're gonna react to certain things. Like
until you're in it.
The frustrations, like you losing patience, all this other stuff.
Are you gonna hit your kids?
No.
You're not.
I don't want to.
So how you gonna discipline? Because I also am not.
But that's the thing. Like
today, I'm not.
You have to really figure out what's gonna just like because you still have to discipline them, and just not in a way that you're disciplining them. So
that's
like,
what I'm asking. What you gonna do?
So like, let's say for example, my kid does something I find distasteful.
Not distasteful.
I'm just gonna take whatever the fuck they like the most and keep it for a second. That's all I'm gonna do. You're doing this, well, absolutely.
Well, Mama's taking this beanie away.
And you know what? You know what I think is the issue sometimes. Like parents take shit back a little too quickly. Like me personally, like you need to like if you tell your kid like if you do this, I'm gonna do so and so. Like you gotta keep that promise, even if
it's hard.
Yes,
kids be coming like I'm sorry. You go because I used to be my bag. I'd be like, Mom, I'm sorry. But she gave me my shit right back.
I think that's the disconnect. So like, let's say for example, I say. You do this, and I'm gonna take away your phone for 3 days.
You take it away.
And then they're gonna be like, blah blah. But no, it's gonna be 3 days.
3 days.
You know exactly when you're gonna get your thing. If you don't want the consequences I'm always going to implement, don't do that.
But niggas ain't consistent. You're not even that consistent. So I don't know what you're talking so strong on this podcast for. You're not that consistent with nothing. So you gonna be like 2 hours, 2 days. You ain't good. That's how you giving it up, feel me? Because if your kids are anything like me, I'm getting my phone back.
No.
I'm getting my phone back.
And I used to do that too all the time, and I always got my phone back, but watch me and my lock safe. Bloop.
Yo, one time, I don't know what this podcast is about anymore, but I really fucked up crazy in school. I feel like I had skipped mad days type shit. They called my mom, I was home. I think I skipped that day and I was home. So my mother called me and was like, yo, because she was at work. She's like, look, you don't get to use your phone. Turn it off, put it somewhere in my room. I was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, texting. She called back. And I promise you, because I'm gonna do not pick up, my shit not off. And like after that call, I turned the shit off, put it down. Cause I don't like, the thing is, and I feel like I'm not gonna have that. Like my mother used to have a thing where like,
She would
My
put
mother,
fear in your heart?
yeah, like I'm like, Ma, you got it. You feel me? And I had already outgrown that. Like at some point, I reached the age where my mother really couldn't do nothing to me. You feel me? But just her energy, I'd be like, you know, let me not do it type shit.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I don't think my father ever had that. And I'm nervous that I'm not, because already I'd be like, that don't matter, whatever.
No,
blah,
see,
blah,
yes,
type
that's
shit.
like that's the one thing.
So what I need is a strong bitch. Feel me? If you watching this,
I'm screaming.
hold on. Let me talk to the people real quick. Ladies, if you're watching this, I need you to know I'm looking for somebody strong, headstrong, head on.
That's
their
gonna do
shoulders.
his work for him. is
No,
what
no,
it
no.
sounded like.
Whoa.
That's what it sounded
I'm
like.
trying to do my monologue. Can
I'm
I
just
speak
saying,
to the
that's
people?
what it sounds like.
Can I speak to the people? Golly. Play a little track over this too. I'm looking for. What you texting?
No.
We're doing a nationwide broadcast right now on YouTube.
If you say you need it, it's all for you.
And that's a musical rendition from the Angel Brandon. Yeah, shout out to the kids, shout out to the families and shit. But it is a new year, new me. You feel me? New year, new me. What you got going on different this year, Angie? Let's talk about it.
New
calmly.
year elevated me. You know,
Ooh.
I'm still Angie, and I feel like I very much have come into myself the past year. Like, 2022 was like my favorite year so far.
Okay.
Like, I feel really comfortable in my space, and like just like I feel like I'm coming into myself. And this year I'm just like,
Why do you feel that way?
I don't know, I just feel like I'm kind of financially stable.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on wood, because I don't want that to, like, you know, I don't want to jinx myself. Let me do it.
So all
Damn.
all like tangible things.
Yeah, tangible things, like I want to elevate myself. I just want to take care of myself a little more, like more pride in my appearance type of shit. I don't know how to explain it, but I just want to like be a better me. But other than that, like, I'm
What does a better you look like?
Like myself, with myself.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
Like, I just want to like put more effort into my appearance, you know, like eat better, like be better, lose some weight, you know, work on learning how to do my hair and stuff. You know, and it's so funny because it all ties back to like having kids. Like, I'm just like, you know, a lot of girls carry themselves the way they do because they had a mother that taught them all these things and stuff.
Not too much anymore.
I'm not saying that either.
Alright,
My mom did my hair. I knew how to do my hair. Like, and my mom like says it all the time. Like, when I was a little kid, like I used to like always want to be dressed a certain way, like all this other stuff. I don't know when the fuck, you know,
That
it turned
changed.
into.
But I'm not gonna let you do that because you also the same person who will sit there and fucking box braid your hair.
Yeah.
and, like, do
You
all
know
these
what I'm
things.
saying? But like, I
So
want to
do
like,
that.
I just want my daughter to just.
You would have certain things to like pass on,
Yeah.
teach her how to.
Yes,
Yeah,
teach her, and
teach her.
like, my mom taught me how to do this. That's how I know how to do this. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love her so much already.
Your child or your mother?
My daughter.
Oh. The daughter. You know you're about to have mad sons.
I know.
Can't wait for that. Thanks for asking me about what I want.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I said.
You didn't. It's fine. I asked myself because
What do you want for the new year, Brandon?
what I want for the new year is more life, more blessings. You feel me? I think the last 2 years have not been bad for me. I think I said this on the at the beginning of 2022. Well, it hasn't been bad years. Like 2020 sucked, obviously, but I think 2021, 2022 has only been like progress and fucking like, you know, more shit. And I feel like I just want more, obviously. In 2023, I want more. I want whatever more looks like. Whatever that is, I want more. I renewed my lease, so I'm here until 2024. So I want to like, you know, put more into my apartment. I want to do more shit here. Like, I feel like I kind of like fell off of that and I was focusing on like being outside, doing this extra shit. I want to like take more time home, like investing in my home, being home, you know, feeling like more homey when I come here. My mother said she came in, she was like, I feel like so comfortable. And I'm like, Ma, you lying, like you don't. Cause I be coming here, but actually not no more. Like now I feel like I'm chill like here. But like a couple months ago, it didn't feel like I it didn't feel like home still to me. Now I think I kind of settled into, I'm here so much now, like, I don't be really going out like that. Like, I think that's cool. But for 2023, I want to, like, I just want to focus on, like, me and the shit I want. Know what that looks like. Get an actual visual on what I actually want. Like, financially, romantically, just in everything. I want to know what I want, so I'm not just, like, out here just living type shit. Because I feel like at the root of things, I've just been living. And, like, I'm not really planning for anything. And I think this is the year for me to really figure that out. Because I'm already starting to, like, focus on that. Because, you know, once you're aware, that's the first step, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I think that's what I want for this year. I want, like, what I really want, I need a girl to ride.
You know what's so crazy?
I need a girl
You brought up that
in my
apartment shit,
life.
and that's also one of my
So we gonna move on from me wanting
No,
a girl.
no, no,
Can I
no.
talk to them about me wanting a girl?
Sorry.
To make my wife, I need a girl. So, like, nah, real shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I've been single all of 2022. And, like, I've had stints and moments where, like, you know, people have been here. I come home to people. I've been having a good time. But, like, I just want that consistently. Like, I need a girl, yo. I want a little baby. Like, come on. I mean, that's
You know what I will say about you this time around?
What happened?
I feel like you're less you're more not I wouldn't say picky, but more conscious of, like, who you like.
I wouldn't say that. I'm
Okay.
less relationship Brandon, where, like, I think in
Yeah, that's what I'm
prior
saying.
years I'd be quick to be in a relationship. So I think now
That's
I had to is that what you meant? That's what you
Yeah.
said. So I'm saying it for you. So stop. We saying the same thing. Anyway, fucking what you call it? I feel like prior years I've been like, okay, I'm gonna do this. But I think even then I didn't really know what I wanted. But I was just like, feel me? No offense to y'all. I love all y'all. Y'all were great. But realistically, Brandon wasn't really, you feel me? So I'm trying to, like, figure out what that is and, like, really put my best foot forward. And find me a little baby, man. You feel me? So if you watching this and you think you could be that girl, hit me. I'm a good guy. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm about to
Oh,
walk
I was
away.
gonna say about.
I'm
the
about to
apartment.
walk off.
I was about, like I said, I was seconding, like, what you meant about the apartment. Like,
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
want to
yeah.
like actually, like, create my space and stuff and, like, take
I will
pride in
say
my
though,
home.
I will say, you've done a great job trying new things, doing different things in the apartment. Every time I go there, I feel like, okay, this is cool. You might be like, oh, I want to change this. You change it. I fuck with that. I think you've always, like, whenever you feel like it's time to change something up, you change it up.
I'm about to throw out hella shit.
Fuck it. But I feel like, you know, I think, and I don't think it's just me. I think a lot of people, when they come to your to your crib, they feel like, yo, I'm in Leandri's house. Like, I feel like this is Leandri's home type shit.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, type shit.
You know what's something I really like when my parents come to visit? Like, my dad just is so comfortable in my house. I just think it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one time the other day he came to pick me up to take me to Christmas, that I had, like, this big ass present, which was his. He didn't know that. I took a shower, I come out, he's in my kitchen making himself some breakfast.
As
I was
he
just
should,
like,
yeah,
that
get
is so
comfortable.
cute. Like, I love how comfortable he feels in my house. He always goes into my refrigerator to, like, get ice cream because he knows I always have ice cream, and I make sure I have ice cream if he comes to visit. Like, that's my guy.
That's the goal, though. Like, I feel like as we age and, like, grow into our adulthood, I feel like the same things we garnered from our parents, we just want to have them benefit too. Like, when my mother comes here, yes, she's fucking annoying. She's like, Brandon, why is that there? Why is this here?
Same.
But, like, for some reason, when she comes here, she wants to stay here all day. She's like, yo, go to work, I'll stay here. And she's like, feels like so calm because she don't got to do nothing.
Yeah.
And she could just chill. She can lay in the bed. She could, you feel me? I think that's cool. And I feel like that little part of, like, life is like, yo, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I had that before when I owned my car that I ruined in a month and a half. But, like, I feel like that's what I'm looking for this year. Like, I want more things that I own. And, like, okay, this is Brandon's. We can all benefit from this. So if it's a car, cool. That's what I'm focused on. And then depending on how certain things look financially with the business, maybe that's what I'm leaning towards. If not, it'll be other things.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's more of what I'm trying to focus on. And obviously, find me a little baby.
It's so funny because like you talk about the car. I know like necessity wise, like, I really need a car. I do though. Like eventually, I'm gonna move. I'm not gonna live here forever. Like,
where do you want to move to?
I don't know, somewhere where I have land.
Oh, like, so you trying to move to Montana?
No.
Speaking about Montana, Yellowstone. I'm kidding.
I was like, what, you bought property over there?
And going to
I was just like Philadelphia. I don't know, Pennsylvania, something. I just want to like have a little. I just want to have a house and like my friends will drive. They have to drive over. But like, let's say our friends move somewhere. I need to also know how to drive a car. Like if I go to visit.
You still know how to drive a car? That's all right. So look, I'm gonna say this right now today. I'm not gonna date this podcast, but from this episode, Leangie needs to get her license.
Yes.
Within the
6
next
months.
6 months.
That's too little.
Next 6 episodes. 6 weeks.
You think it's easy like that? You gonna teach me how to drive?
I can teach you how to drive, but get your shit going because you already took classes, no?
Yeah, but
So then six episodes. 6 episodes. Or what's gonna happen if you don't have it in 6 episodes?
I don't know. I'll definitely have a passport by the next 6 episodes.
You don't got your passport either?
Well, I put in my paperwork. I'm waiting for them to send it to me.
All right, well then you already did that part. Nah, I feel like you gotta get your shit together. Get that shit going, man. You got that. That's lightweight. Were you behind the wheel? I can see it now.
We out to Jamaica?
10 and 2. You gonna drive to Jamaica?
No.
With your passport. We out wherever you want, mama. I'll be outside. That's another thing. From here forward, I'm outside.
I want to go to London. I need to go to London.
And
talk to the Londoners, eh?
And guys, whenever you see this, it's my birthday. I want you to understand it's my birthday. My birthday's this weekend. If you see this, it is my birthday.
Hey.
And this is a really important day for me. I feel like usually I'm sad around this time and I'm like, my birthday, ew. This year, not so much. I'm chilling. I'm like, all right, let's do this. If we don't, we don't. But regardless, I'm not sad about what's happening. Like, it's happening. So it's my birthday. And this is my birthday special, okay? And I'm going to run down some songs that are like, because we got to make a playlist for this episode.
Speak your shit.
I'm going to tell my shit. And if I don't, guess what? You're going to see a playlist anyway. But, because we don't got no music to talk about. No music dropped. We were talking about fucking life shit.
We were not bringing something to it.
Sure wasn't. Oh shit. Tory Lanez got arrested.
Thank fucking
Got locked. Well, got charged. He's not arrested yet, right? Charged.
I think there's like one more court hearing, but yeah, he's guilty. Yes.
But wait, when you get charged, and then you get to go home till they arrest you.
No, he's in jail.
Is he in jail?
Yes.
Well, nigga in jail. Here you go. Shout out to...
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Shout out to y'all, and I haven't really been seeing a lot of things on Twitter, like how I've been seeing things on Twitter about, oh, Meg's a liar, blah, 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 Tory this,
little words up.
and now niggas ain't saying shit. But I mean, I hope, I hope Shorty fly it. Yeah. Shout out to everybody involved.
I was just taking a much needed vacation, with her man.
Ain't she taking mad vacations already? Shorty don't drop no music, talking about vacations.
Tongue down and stuff.
And get your music together, man. Your music ain't been hitting. Like, come on. Every time I'm at work, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Every time I'm at work, I hear that anxiety song. I get it. Trigger warning. Oh, we love that word. Blah, blah, blah. That song's not good. But shout out to Meg. I fuck with y'all. Shout out to Tory. Thoughts and prayers. Keep your booty clenched in the clinks. And hopefully no one rapes you. Not rape. Little guy, please take care of yourself. What I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see her sue those publications with those false stories.
What she needs to do is sue academics.
What academics do?
Little.
You just don't like academics. Got it.
Lard over there. Just...
All right. Not too much on him. He's Jamaican.
All right. What are the songs you want to talk about?
I was gonna round up the year. Like, you don't want to round up the year. The year's over, babe. Let's round up like highlights of the year. I thought that was a highlight and then got locked up. What else were highlights of the year? This year, did we go to any concerts? We went to Lucky Day concert this year. I don't think we got
didn't.
Yes, we did.
Oh yeah, we did.
We went to Lucky Day concert.
Though.
No, me. We went to Lucky Day concert, which was cool. Shout out Joe Budden. I saw you videotaping over there like somebody's mom. That was cute. I went to the Snow Allegro concert, which I thought Not the best seating, not the best space, but Snow, if you see this, I love you, baby. I love you. And that was a great show. You're amazing.
Why do I feel like we did go to something, but I guess
Think
not.
about it then if you got it. Think about it. Stop talking about you. Think about it. What else we got that happened? Another highlight for the 2022. Trying to think. We started the podcast again.
We went to see Tyler the Creator.
Tyler was this year. We went to Tyler the Creator. Oh my God, Tizo touchdown. My dog. I'm not gonna hold you. I love concerts with openers that I can meet someone new. Remember that Sir concert where that the girl came on there?
T Marie.
Yes, and we were like, "Yo, who is
She's
this?"
so good, yeah.
That's honestly that's what I really fuck with concerts. Cause I already know the nigga I came here to see, but like if you can put on a good show, I fuck with it. Like I remember I went to the Schoolboy Q show, and Nav performed. Nav did not do it.
Not Nav.
But yeah, shout out Tyler, shout out Lucky Day, shout out Snow Allegra. What else happened this year? Shout out all the raises I got. Shout out Steve. What else happened this year? Shout out us, for real. Shout out us. Real shit, shout out us.
Yeah, no, I think for me it's shout out my my thought process, because I feel like I've grown this year more than I've grown at any other year. Shout out my apartment that I love so fucking much. Shout out my family that I love so fucking much, my friends who I absolutely adore. Shout out movies. I loved going to movies this year.
Oh yeah, we went to see Thor this year. It was trash.
Forever.
We went to see
I saw the menu in theaters. I you know what? This year, one of the things I want to do is watch more movies.
Hold on. Speaking of fucking movies, last episode, Leangie talked about this movie. Asian driven. There's a lot of Asians in there. It was called Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Not gonna hold y'all. I thought you was gassing it in the last episode. That movie is great.
Did you see it till the end after I left?
We watched it. No, it finished while you were here.
You didn't cry when the rocks came out.
No, I don't know how you cried when the rock, because that was
I
not.
just related to my mom.
I remember the rocks came and they were like, hey, and they talked the next time. Yeah, I think there's scenes where people could have cried. Don't think that's one of them, but you're known to cry.
I was hysterically crying in that scene.
But I did think it was a good movie. I think it was a little overdone. I'm not gonna hold you. Like a lot of it was like, come on now, to get the point across. But I think the point of the movie was like, that was good. Like I fuck with that, and I feel like, yeah. Overall, I just think that movie was fire. Like I think I'd watch it again. I would recommend.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I feel like you'd also like The Menu.
Yeah, yo, somebody else said he wants to see The Menu and it was good. That's still in theaters or it's not in theaters?
No, it's on HBO Max now.
Oh, maybe I watched the fucking Menu. Shout out to Yellowstone. Shout out to you.
Is that what you were trying to do?
I did this and I came around in my hat. Shout out to RDC Worldwide. RDC World 1, sorry, not Worldwide. I watch a lot of niggas play video games. It is what it is. If you've been to my crib before, you know that's what I be frequenting.
Why are you shouting out all these people?
What? Because the year's up.
It's giving. I want an award. I'm just shout out.
It's year end. It's year. You just shout out, man. We year ending the shit. The year's over, babe. My birthday's this weekend. It's my birthday special. If I'm gonna shout niggas out, I'm gonna shout niggas out. Anywho, shout out my friends. Shout out Big Soup. Feel me? Shout my music out. Shout Soup out, nigga. Soup, nigga. Big Soup, nigga. And I think this year is about to be even bigger for that shit. Like I got big plans for the music. Shout out niggas that was rocking with me. Shout out niggas that wasn't rocking with me. You feel me? Y'all could get off my cot. But at the end of the day, I think moral of the story is we're thankful that we're still here to see another year. I'm thankful that I'm gonna see another birthday. So I'm super thankful for that. Around good people who I know and love. And you know, we're gonna see if we can do this year better than the last.
Thank God for that. God willing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. You got anything else for the people or no?
Just make this year the best year, you know. Like enter every situation just wanting to be your best self.
Mm-hmm. Yup, hello. And that's that. That's that on that. Yo.
Just do the most in every situation. Love the people around you as much as you can love them. Love yourself as much as you can love yourself, you know?
You know what I realized we never spoke about?
Mm.
Because we never released that podcast?
What?
Takeoff. We never talked about Takeoff.
Yeah.
And that happened this year too, and I just want to say RIP to Takeoff.
And PNB Rock as well.
And PNB Rock, we spoke about that one, I think, on the podcast.
I think it was in the same podcast as...
PNB Rock died before that. No, I'm not going to argue with you. R&B PNB Rock, R&B Takeoff. I think this year, not as bad as the last 2 years, but still, like, we're just losing mad people, like, rapidly. I hate that we're so, like, numb to this shit because we're so, like, accessible to all of it. But rest in peace to everybody that we lost. Shout out to whoever I lost this year. But be good. And we're going to move on next year and have a better year. We're going to keep our head on straight. We're going to love. We're going to live. We're going to laugh. Like what you got on your wall right now. Whoever's watching this. Yeah, we're going to be straight. I mean,
let's make 2023 the best year we can make.